Hello, my name is Pia Prana. I'm a holistic counselor and female leadership coach. And today I want to talk a little bit about my lack of New Year's resolutions. Mainly because I've never been very good at sticking to New Year's resolutions. I don't know about you, but the new year has begun. Many of us find ourselves reflecting on the past and contemplating the future at this pivotal time of the year. And some use the latter part of the year or the beginning part of the new year to take time to set goals and make resolutions and, envisage this great possibilities that lie ahead. And perhaps you also pledge to break a few bad habits or two and get a fresh new start. I certainly have done that in the past, and I wasn't very good at it. I'm just never been one for sticking to the New Year's resolutions. I would start out all enthusiastic but it would not last long until I would perhaps cheat or forget. I'll just do it tomorrow, or it's not as important. And the thing is, the brain's not super keen on change. I mean, most of us are not super keen on change. And I know certainly I've struggled with change over the years, even if I've also been somebody who's made a lot of decisions in my life that caused a lot of change, either in my private life or in my business. But yet the brain is more comfortable with the known. And so a few years ago, instead of burdening myself with a long list of resolutions, which often come with a lot of stress and disappointment, certainly for me at least, I decided to choose something simpler. And yet it's an effective alternative. I started choosing a personal word of the year. Oh, and even just saying that, I can feel my body kind of relaxing more in that, It doesn't have such a weight of pressure for me. And picking a word of the year has actually brought me a lot of clarity, and I can really focus to who I want to be or who I want to become or what I want to attract or accomplish in my life, simply with one word. And I found that choosing a word of the year has become a great guide, a guide for decisions, and also a gentle reminder for me to stay on course, unlike all these other things that I did in the past with the resolutions. So word of the year is like having a personal guiding light throughout the year, and it helps me to stay focused on what's important. And I find that resolutions often seem to have a kind of semi-judgmental quality to them. It's like, I want to lose weight. So that means that my weight is not okay, for example, right? A personal word of the year, however, is often linked to what you value. It could be honesty, openness, patience, right? So it's always good to have your personal values clear in your mind. But for this, the power of a single word to me is that I found that choosing a word for the year offers a unique and quite poignant way of encapsulating my aspirations and focus for the year, where to focus my energy. And unlike resolutions that can sometimes feel a little bit rigid or perhaps even overwhelming, I personally find a single word serves as a great guiding principle. It served me as a reminder of what truly matters to me, coming back to the values, and it's helped me to make intentional choices that's aligned with my values as well. And of course, that's the great purpose of values. They are our moral compass. And in a way, my personal word helps me to have a similar purpose. So what you want to do is start perhaps reflecting on the past. Before you select your year, or before I select my year at least, I take time to reflect on the year that's passed. Consider my accomplishments, my challenges, what's caused me pain, what's brought me joy, moments of growth, what lessons I've had. Perhaps there's some themes that were coming up throughout the year. And what areas of my life do I wish to nurture or embrace more? What do I want to attract more into those areas? Then I also look ahead into the new year. I jot down some words that describe the kind of person that I would like to become more of, or demonstrate more, or embrace more by the end, in this case, of 2024. Not necessarily what I want to accomplish per se, but how I would like to grow, or it could be even simpler, how I would like to feel. And as you reflect, I find that it really provides valuable insight to inform you of your choices for the word. Now, to choose an impactful word, it's also good to delve into your core desires, your values, as I said earlier. What qualities do I aspire to embody? And I also reflect on what truly resonates with me and aligns me with my vision of a fulfilling year ahead. And imagining myself of how being more of that quality will have an impact on me, the people that I care about, my loved ones, and also my broader world. What qualities would I like to embody? I reflect on what truly resonates with me and aligns with my vision of a fulfilling year ahead. And this self-exploration will really help you to uncover the essence of your word. And interestingly, I'm recording this in January, and ever since choosing my word, this word is now popping up here and there in different ways. And I giggle at that, because it just, for me, it just helps me to see that existence is listening. Existence is paying attention. So the self-exploration part was particularly helpful for me to choose my word of 2024. So for me, someone whose work, and also life in fact, but especially work, revolves around being available for others, supporting and helping others, I was really starting to sense how much I yearn to also receive. And interestingly, I'm much better at giving than receiving. And you might have heard of the term the wounded healer. You will often see people that work with people, be it therapists, counselors, coaches, etc. When you look a bit closer, you'll often find that there's a bigger story in their past, a hardship, something that we have overcome. And so it's not so surprising then that my ability to give is much stronger than receiving. But when I then looked at what I long for in my personal professional life, I sensed that receiving would be a quality really important in my life. So the reflection was a really helpful step for me. But it also helps, you can also look for inspiration and guidance. It could be various sources where you can look for inspiration for your word of the year. It could be anything from reading books, seeking out quotes from, trusted or respected teachers. Look at those people that inspire you, or engage in a meaningful conversation. Allow all these sources to spark ideas and trigger an emotional connection to your word. And trust your intuition to guide you towards your word, the word that feels most authentic and inspiring to you. So once you've explored all your desires, values, gathered inspiration, it's time to choose your word. And your word of the year can be a sort of quick shorthand to help you remember the person you want to become as you move through the year. Just feeling into that. You know, it's something that will help remind you why it's important for you to make good decisions and choices in your life, and how doing so can make your life more rewarding each day, more juicy, more aligned, and finding more joy and fulfillment. And it really should be a word that resonates deeply with you, evokes positive emotions, encapsulates the essence of what you want to focus on throughout your year. And it could be a verb, noun, adjective, whatever feels most meaningful to you. And for me, I'm kind of oscillating between receiving and being receptive. I mean, it's the same thing, but that's where I came to at the end of 2023. And really just trying to embody that even in my body language, you know? And yesterday with my own therapist, the therapist asked me to just move my hands like this. And they didn't even know that I'd chosen this word, but they said, look at what you need. You do this and show what you need to receive in your life. And I was giggling inside because I just thought, wow, it's really, yeah, it keeps coming up again and again now that I've chosen it. And so, like me, once you've chosen your word, bring it to life by integrating it in your daily routines in some way, in your decision processing, using it as a lens in which you view your goals, your choices, your actions. Allow it to guide you, your intentions, and reminding you of your overarching theme of the year. And also keep some sort of reminder of your word where you can see it regularly. That way you'll stay motivated and focus on your goals throughout every month, throughout your year. Take time to revisit the chosen word. Reflect on how it is influencing you. Maybe in February, look back at January. How did this word influence my choices, my actions, my mindset? Maybe halfway through the year. Keep reflecting, noticing, and celebrate your progress that you've made, and adjust if you need to. But the celebration, I think, is so important. Even like yesterday, in these little moments when the word keeps on popping up out of the blue, I celebrate by just being grateful, actually. Just, oh, thank you. Thank you for this reminder. Thank you for this alignment. And thank you for everything that's coming my way. So as I finish, in a world filled with constant distractions and endless possibilities, in my experience, I find that choosing a single word of the year offers a very powerful way to stay focused and aligned with my true desires and values. It serves as a guiding light, reminding me and hopefully you of your aspirations and providing that much needed, I would say for me at least, compass for my decision making. So I wish you all the best with choosing your word of the year. From my heart to yours, enjoy all that the word of the year brings you this year. Much love.